everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I'm so excited for this episode because somebody who has been gone is back, and she's here. So,
Yay.
welcome back, Val.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Good.
I've got my sister shirt on.
Oh, she's all she's all ready.
You
Yeah.
are.
I'm ready.
And Allie,
Hello.
always fabulous.
Thank
be
you.
doing this with
Marina, our beautiful hostess. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe. Join if you will.
Yes,
For all
please.
of our channels. Thank you.
Yes,
Send all
please.
kinds of money. No, did I say that?
Ooh, sorry. But if you feel inclined,
If you
know,
do feel
you can.
inclined.
anyway,
Yeah.
Sherry is not with us tonight. She's actually on with Michelle Marie.
Mhm.
So, but she is here with us in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't wait to get this this show on the road. And just wanted to remind you guys that if we're going to be pulling any questions, it's going to be from whatever has been posted on our community tabs. So we will generally, before the show, we'll send out a request if you have anything that you want us to read on this show. So I think that there was a question, but that's okay. That's kind of the way that it works. And it gives us an opportunity to know how much time we have in terms of having our discussion and so on. So that's what we do. All right, there's that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've got the ladies' channels are listed down in the description, and some of you are already on their channels.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we can see all of your questions, but those of you that are in the rooms, you'll only see the comments and things that are in the room. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to look at membership. Membership does have its benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you check out the memberships and see what's available and so on and so forth. And now just before, I will say quick hello. Oh my gosh, there's 52 altogether. Very quickly, just going to say hi to a few of you. Teacher Barbara, Kimberly, Maureen D'Amico, Mary Thornberry, Book is here, Oil Painter, Veronica, Charlie, Garnet, Christine, Laura Hammond Davis. Oh, there's a Dragonfly Crystals woman. Karen Doyle, artist Liz, Dawn Turner. Hello, Dawn. And Kathleen Bourgeois, Connie B, Monica K, Cheryl, Sherry FLB, Barbara Nespers, Karen Doyle, Butterflies Are Free. I hope I'm not missing anyone, and if I am, please believe me, it's never personal. Janice Ryan, Anya Ashdown, Christine Fryer, Bern O'Malley. Oh my goodness, Charlie C. Sage. I hope I've got everyone.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, Mimi Nee, Gray. It's the first time Grace here. Wonderful. Leah Salvo. Okay. I think that is either everyone or a very large majority of you. So
thank you all for being here. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. So as I said, we're not taking questions from the chat, and we won't be doing any readings for anyone in the chat. Please post your question on any of our community tabs before the Wednesday show, and we'll be more than glad to read for you. So there you go. That's it. That's it. So before we get into our topic, I just I just want to ask Val to tell us very quickly,
Hello, man.
how was your trip?
Oh my God. There was so much that I saw in 18 days that ended up being 19 because we missed our flight but because one of our legs of our journey was late. So we had to go the day after. I had to stay one more night. But the trip was a whirlwind of amazing sights. I haven't even integrated everything I saw, but when I was in Scotland and I was in Edinburgh Castle, I saw that they had a area where you would go in and see all the war heroes, not just heroes, but people who fought in the war and passed away. And to this day, Scottish soldiers they inscribe their names in there. And I just saw that and I just had to hold it in. I wanted to just start sobbing. And I had this reaction. It was pretty amazing. And so I had dragged my husband through and we went through all of it. And I had to really hold back with tears. There was some reaction, like I must have had lifetimes.
I think so.
I lived.
Probably did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was one of the things, but just beautiful, beautiful villages, and the shop fronts are so quaint and just charming, very, very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I've got lots of pictures. I'll post some of them later, but my husband has them on his phone because he has the better camera. So we'll sort that all out and update everyone. But it was really fun.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see them. And I just had another thought that I wanted to bring up with you guys in the chat. Please double check to make sure that you are in fact subscribed to our channels.
Yeah.
YouTube does this every once in a while.
Yep.
Have no idea what they use, but all of a sudden, there's people are no longer subscribed.
Yeah.
And I have had people who have emailed me and said, did I say something wrong in the chat? No. No.
Yeah.
So double check your your subscriptions. Make sure, make sure that you're subscribed, and do that for some of the other channels that you follow as well, right? Just because everyone goes through the same things.
Yes.
So there.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. So there's a lot more people coming in. There's 68 in here now.
Oh, my Lord. Welcome, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here. Yeah.
Absolutely. And artist Liz, Book, Diane, Joan Baker. Hello. Okay. So our topic for today, and this one could be really, really interesting. And it is it ever okay to tell a lie? Yeah.
That is a tough one.
Yes, it is. It really is. Yeah.
Oh, and Anna Hutchinson just said they are also stopping us from hitting the like button lately. It's a
really? Oh, my God. Wow.
Good to know, Anna.
Yeah.
There you go.
Telling us.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So Abby, you go first.
All right. So I'm reminded of the ad I was telling the gals that was on for some insurance company or something, and it was Abraham Lincoln and Mrs. Lincoln, and she was standing in front of a mirror, and she says to Abe, "Do I look fat in this dress?" And he goes, damned if you do and damned if you don't, because one way you're lying and the other way you're not lying, so I often think of that. My criteria, I think, is if it's something that is going to hurt the person, if I had an invested relationship with somebody, like if my husband asked me something and I wouldn't lie to him about it. I would tell him the truth. But if it's a friend or if it's somebody I really don't even know,
Mhm.
And it would be hurtful to that person, it would be really hard for me to. So sometimes we maybe leave out some information. Sometimes, I don't know. I just think, and I think it also depends on how kind you are when you're
Mhm.
telling somebody something. So it could be that you could be in a position to say, all right, well, I have something to tell you, and I'm sorry, it may hurt your feelings, but this and that, whatever. But a lot of times we don't have that luxury either. So
I
I'm gonna
almost,
have to have to go with yes, it's okay sometimes.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because it's almost when, like, if you have to say that, it's
Mm,
going to hurt your feelings. I have to tell you
yeah.
so. It's almost like you're going to, we make a judgment when we lie. It's almost like there aren't, not all instances are like that, of course.
Right. Right.
But isn't it just our opinion whether somebody looks fat or not? Our opinion
Yeah.
isn't really, is subjective,
That's true.
subjective reality. So
Uh-huh.
basically, how can that be
Yeah.
a lie or not a lie if you go just say, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
So
Mhm.
yeah. Well, artist Liz brings up, what if you saw
Yes.
your husband have a best? Well, I told the person,
yeah,
and a friend of mine told the person.
yeah,
She did not believe us. She
yeah,
believed him, and
yes,
we were the ones that got shafted. So I think you
yeah.
have to be careful if it
Yes.
means a lot to you. You might want to rethink it. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You're not in that marriage. It's none of your business. And you think, oh, I've got to tell my friend. Well, you're going to be painted with the brush of someone telling something that shouldn't be told because
Yeah.
you're not in that relationship. She knows he's cheating in her greater
Yes.
Subconscious.
awareness,
Yeah.
and she's
Somewhere.
not ready to face it.
Hmm.
Let's
Hmm.
put it that way, because everybody has the spidey sense.
Yep.
They
Yep.
know
Yep.
whether they're
Yeah.
willing to say it or not. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I stay out of those things, and
Yeah.
because I don't want to be the tarred and feathered either. So
Right.
I know what you're saying, Allie,
Yep.
absolutely. And if it's going to hurt someone's feelings, it's better not to be said unless
Yeah.
it's something that involves you in a relationship with them, and
True.
say
Yeah.
it's your husband, for instance, and he's doing things that are hurting your feelings, or
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
getting hurt feelings. You can't blame him for that, because nobody can make you feel a certain way, but you have to tell him,
Correct.
when you do this, I feel this way.
Right. Right.
If it's a stranger, um yeah, you got to play it by ear, because you never know. Some truths need to be said,
They
Yes.
do.
and
But some
some
things don't need to when it comes to hurting somebody or
no.
Liz
Yes.
says their safety. Their
Yeah,
safety.
because at the end of the day, aren't we trying to raise our frequency, raise the energy?
Yes. Yes.
What we on 3D Earth call a lie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a made up thing, lie.
Uh-huh.
Um, if you want to say nice things, I like you were talking backstage, Allie, about if you go in a house, or Marina was saying it, I don't remember which. You go in a house and somebody said, somebody out says something and points how lovely something is, and you don't answer the question, you deflect and go, oh, it was Marina. Oh, I like that painting on the wall. Because you don't want to answer. I mean,
Yeah.
that, I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that
Yep.
deflection, because it's really keeping the inner vibe up, and you
Yep.
keep that energy up. Isn't
That's
Yeah.
that
right.
our
And
main point? Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
there is such a thing as being too truthful.
Yeah.
Um, I honestly think that, and there are some people who they will preface a lot of things by saying, "I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but."
Yeah. And if you have to say that,
you're going to hurt my feelings, and maybe I don't want to hear what it is that you have to say. Now, phrasing it a different way or approaching someone in a different way and saying, you know what, I need to have a very uncomfortable discussion with you, and I'm uncomfortable bringing this up. However, that's one way to approach things, to let someone know that there is something unpleasant that needs to be addressed without, you're constantly nagging, you're doing this, and kind of that accusatory tone. So it is one of those questions that I think, I would like to believe that for the most part, I am an honest person, and that I will tell the truth, even if I have to kind of use flowery language. But there are those times when, I go into deflection mode. When it's, and usually, it will come up when it's a case of, okay, do I share my honest opinion? And is my honest opinion going to, is it going to be hurtful to the other person? Right? How do you like this bright orange dress on me? Yeah, you look like a pumpkin. How about, oh my gosh, you know what? If you accessorized it with maybe some, like a nice scarf or some different color to it, right?
You're lifting the energy up. You're adding to the quality of the moment instead of making it a deficit.
It reminds me of this lady that I used to work with. I worked in a bank, and upstairs she had a numismatic coin place. Then she would buy and sell. Well, I don't know why, but she had the worst body odor of anybody I've ever smelled in my life, and she was oblivious to it. And our branch manager had to have that conversation with her because she would come into the bank and we'd have to spray after she left. That's how egregious her body odor was.
Oh, wow.
And I wouldn't have wanted to have that conversation with her, but you know what? Nothing changed. She never changed.
It's in her clothes now. Even if you wash,
this was many years ago, but I mean,
of course. Because bad body odor really sticks in clothes.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it was. She was an attractive woman. She was not overweight. She was, fairly had a nice shape and then dressed very nicely. But it just followed her wherever, and I don't know how she couldn't smell it. I just had no idea how.
When you're used to it and you've never used deodorant all your life. It reminds me of the story of my friend in junior high. She was from, Netherlands. She was Dutch and of Dutch heritage, and they'd go visit the cousins over. So she said she lent her sweater when she was visiting the Netherlands to her cousin, and her cousin wore it one night. They bathed, she said, they bathed. They only bathed, and this is like 40 years, who knows how many years ago, but they only bathed like once a month or that kind of thing. And they didn't use deodorant. They didn't shave their hairy bits.
Right.
And the sweater was ruined after that. She could never wear it again. It couldn't wash out the smell. And that stuck with me.
Sure.
To this day.
Absolutely. And those are things that, sometimes, and I've noticed some people have said, yes, it could be a medical condition. It could be a sign of depression. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think until it's brought to your attention, you don't know.
Yeah.
I think once it's brought to your attention, then, you really do have to try to do something about it, or at least explain it. I'm sorry, I've got a hormonal thing. Okay, no problem. You know
Mhm.
what? And it just sets
Yeah.
the tone that the next time I'm going to be a little more understanding. I'm not going to be as judgmental or whatever. But yeah, and to me, it's like I understand what you two are talking about, because it's like going into a smoker's house.
Mm. Mm.
They
Mhm.
have no idea.
No, they don't have any idea. You're right.
No.
Yep. Yep.
But you
Yep.
go in and it's like,
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Same thing with, sometimes people who have large dogs and don't groom them often enough. You walk in and you know there's a dog in there.
yes, absolutely. Cats as well. When you have a lot of cats, and
Yeah.
maybe you have pet dander everywhere,
Yeah.
and then this, cats have their zones, and the
Yeah.
odorous
Toxins,
bits get, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like what Rose Blue said. She lied to her now ex many years ago about he was a drinker. She had to lie so she could get her, $2 to get things needed for the kids.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
There are times
Yes.
when, you're going to stretch it a little, stretch the
Yes.
truth, and
Yeah.
that's what
And
you do.
that's a matter of survival.
Yes.
That's a
Well,
matter of
and yet,
survival.
and I had a student as well, and I'm seeing people mention Alzheimer's. People. He had an Alzheimer's patient who he would go in and the guy would say to, "When's my wife coming?" And I'm sorry, buddy, your wife died, blah, blah, blah. And he's crying and everything. And then the next day he'd come in and, "How you doing today?" He said, "When's my wife coming?" So finally he had to say, "She was just here and she'll be back tomorrow," because
Exactly.
it was an endless cycle.
And they
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
say when you're
Yeah.
caring for people with Alzheimer's, don't
Mhm.
upset them. Go ahead and say, play
Yes.
along with them, because it's not going to make any difference, except you're not going to excite them and
Yes.
make them upset.
Right.
I have to cough.
That's okay. And wait a minute, Anya. Did you just have a baby? I've kind of seen a couple things, and now Jill Sananen
37
says,
years ago, and she's just telling us now we could have.
oh,
We could have been at her shower if we'd known. Yeah.
yeah, 1988. Yes,
There you
the
go.
the Winter Olympics were in Calgary, Alberta, in 1988.
There are some people, just back to that odor thing. There's some people who have that. There's some kind of hormonal or something chemical thing, and they have like a fishy smell in their whole entire body, and no matter what, they can't do anything about it.
That's true.
So that's one of those things, because I was just reading books.
Yeah. I love that, Mary Walker. That's a wonderful. I would have said that too. I don't think I would say he was mine was in jail if he was. So yeah, I get it. And it was a sort of a vacation.
I would say that too, Mary. That's quite, that's a pleasant way to say he's away.
Right. He's not able to take messages.
It's none of their business. So
That's very true.
Away on vacation. You some things are invasive in your own, in your privacy, and
Yeah.
That's very true.
some comments are not welcome to, anyway, but
it's one of those kind of existential things that is it, and it reminds me of a story that I read a long time ago, and again it was from a university where the professor had gone on and on and on to tell the students that there is no question on the face of the earth that could not be answered yes or no. None.
Interesting.
Everything could be answered yes or no. Now, any questions? And one student put up his hand and said, "Yes, Professor, have you stopped beating your wife yet?"
Right. I've heard that one before. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and you don't know, you can't say anything. You can't. Yeah. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good example. Good example.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, everything is done by degrees, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes isn't it a judgment that we don't need to have about somebody that we want to tell them the truth?
Yes.
Right.
Well, unless it's about you personally.
Yeah.
And you can talk about you because you know you.
Right.
Yes.
And truth is subjective.
What about mental health days? I have been in a situation where I didn't feel good, but it had nothing to do with a physical problem. But I knew I was not able to go into work.
Yeah.
And so I didn't feel well, but it technically was me asking for a mental health day. So there's
I
another.
think that's perfectly to call in sick is very acceptable, and there's no lie in that anyway.
No, not really.
And who's to say what is a 3D world lie? What is that? I was saying, aren't we just here to raise our energy, to understand we're really divine source in our avatars, and to add to the beautiful energy? And if you're going to do that, you're not going to want to say things that bring down the energy. You're going to
want to bring it up.
Someone say things in a way in which it adds.
So I just thought of something. Let's not ask any more questions. Let's just dance for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
yes. All right.
32 or 39 minutes. We're just going to play all these songs that you're not allowed to play, but they're on the tape when you push it.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just had to lighten that one.
Oh, yeah. We're all standing on stage with you.
Yes.
Wasn't Christy Nome up there on stage? Wasn't she up there, Christy Nome, doing the same thing?
Yes, because they're embarrassed. What's he doing? They're talking to each other. What are we supposed to
She could do she could do shoot the dirty dog,
Yes. Yes. And
sorry.
That would have been that was kind of it plays into our topic because
it does.
Should she not have said, Donald? Yeah. Donald, you're cracking up. Okay.
Yeah. There's people that are telling him lies. Yeah, all the time. Sure.
Yeah. And so, it's I mean, that I think sometimes I also have to look at it from the point of view that my truth is my truth. It doesn't have to be someone else's truth. Maybe their truth is totally different from me. So who am I to make a judgment call? Right? That
absolutely. That is exactly right, because truth is subjective. It's each person's.
Absolutely.
Because we all have our own created world through our consciousness. And my world may look this way, and your world looks a different way. And who's to say, no one is an authority for someone else, for the most part. So being judgmental, it doesn't behoove any of us in that way.
No, and some people don't know. How do you know what you don't know?
True.
Right? Yeah. I remember when we first moved to Canada, and we were living in Montreal at the time, and it was Halloween. And we lived in an apartment building, and my sister and I were playing outside, and we noticed these people were dressed up in costumes, and they were going into the apartment buildings. And it's like, what are they doing? Because that was not something that we had in Croatia. We just didn't do that. Yeah. So we ran upstairs to mom and dad, and like, there's kids out there, and they're going from door to door and whatnot. And they said, well, I have no idea what it is, until we had one of the kids stopped and knocked on our door, trick or treat. And
you're like,
so, mom had to look around, and here's an orange. There you go. That was that. So then, Dad called one of his friends and said, "What's going on?" Who explained it. So then Mom took two pillowcases, cut out the eyes, put it on our heads, and said, "Go, go do it.
Go be a ghost." Yeah, you were a ghosty. Yeah, there you go.
We were ghosts. We were ghosts. So again, you don't know what you don't know until someone explains it to you.
That's very true.
Right. That's absolutely true.
Anyway, so yeah,
and you do want to know, because look at you were missing out on some candy.
I know, candy,
some free candy. Hello.
If you don't get out there, and some houses you go to more than once, so because they're giving the good stuff out.
Like, they give a whole candy bar,
the whole candy bar, like a Snickers candy bars.
Yeah. When I was still married and living in Nova Scotia, the kids would in the neighborhood learned that they came to our house first. Yeah. And that was because my husband had gotten his hands on these and it was a huge amount of these glow sticks.
Oh,
where you just crack it open and all of a sudden it's a fluorescent color.
Okay, those are fun.
Yeah. So he started giving those out to kids because it's dark outside. Here, at least, everyone can see you.
Yeah.
Well, that was the intention the first year. The second year, it was knock, knock, knock. Can I have one of the glow sticks? Yes. Okay. So then it became a tradition where everybody, they stopped at our house first. And they would get the glow stick. And it was so much fun to look down the street. And everywhere you looked, you could see these different colored glow sticks.
Wow.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, just want to go up. I wonder how many people have lied to Donald. Oh.
Not as many as he's lied to. Because he's lied
Allie, no one can beat this.
No one can beat him.
Lies.
That's right.
It is epic.
Yeah.
It is like
I don't think he ever tells the truth. There's no truth. So it's always a lie. Yeah.
It's always a lie.
No. Yeah. And it's always something that makes him bigger, better, whatever. Right. So yeah, absolutely. And
it enhances his persona.
Yeah.
That is all what he likes to lie about.
Hey, Patricia, nice to see you here. Sharon Sipe, hello, Sharon Sipe, Jules Niner. Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you guys, the glow sticks, honestly, and I think you can pick them up at the dollar store, but they are a fabulous gift, especially for the little ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. And Halloween. Oh, yeah. Trump is, I don't think anyone has ever told him the truth in his life.
Yeah.
No,
so he's never been held accountable.
Yeah.
So
when he got convicted, it didn't even stick on him. He's like like Teflon for real. He doesn't even get that he's a convicted felon. He's an impeached president, a failed president. No, he doesn't get it at all.
Exactly.
Which reminds me, everybody, I started reading War by Bob Woodard, and I'm already about 150 pages in, and it is riveting. It's well worth the money if you're interested in reading about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That sounds like
absolutely
a great read.
And yeah, you're absolutely right, Laura. Yeah, we all grow up learning how to navigate in a deceptive world.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. We do. It's true.
Absolutely. Sometimes, for basic survival. Sometimes because that's what you need to do in order to get along. And again, I liken that to survival.
Yeah.
Do you express what you really feel in a communist country?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You got to live in a lie. Oh my God. Yes.
You can't even live any kind of truth, because if you do, you might find yourself on the top of a building,
Being pushed out a window. Yeah.
being
Yeah,
pushed out a window.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, there are some times when you're in that situation where telling the truth could be harmful to you. So,
Right.
you don't say anything, or you try to deflect or whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah. All righty. Well, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Froxy Roxy says we are getting
Large hail. Oh, really? Then it's
Oh,
coming
like
my
what?
way, I'm sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
She's,
God.
she's further north than me. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my. I hope you stay safe.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Mhm.
They can crack windows.
I can do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot more than
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah. And I
Oh,
have a
JR saying when Trump does this, he does the tornado.
People are saying he does this when he needs to release.
What they
Yes.
say, and for for all intents and purposes,
Oh.
when they hear the sound, it's on the video.
It is,
And
unfortunately. Yes.
I'm not going to mimic the sounds, but
Yeah. Oh, come on,
Absolutely.
Val. You're punchy. You haven't had enough sleep. Can't you mimic the sounds?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I just got through watching video after video from the Midas touch.
Oh,
with-
you did.
with all
Okay.
those sounds.
Oh, those sounds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
And they're so loud. It
I
gets
know.
picked up in-
Yeah.
I think my favorite ones are how the people next to him react. Like the one
The
with
Diane Feinstein. They keep
Yeah,
showing
we're-
Diane Feinstein's. Yeah, just like she is smells
Yeah.
putrefaction.
I-
It's all in her face. and
She threw up
can't
in her
hide
mouth.
it.
Yeah.
It's just
absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
Dawn Turner, if you're still here, Dawn, let me know, because I did respond. Dawn doesn't live too far from me. Okay.
Oh, okay. She is here. I just saw her on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So she posted in one of the I think it was one of the community tab things or whatnot about the movie The Apprentice is in town.
Okay.
And so I said, hey, just let me know.
I was supposed to get a streaming thing, and they said it won't come till December. It's like, why?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Dawn, if you're interested in going, I think I might be able to do Friday matinee.
Mhm.
Just
There you go. It sounds
Yes.
like a date. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
yes. And people are saying that Trump is looking more orange now than before.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying
And
and they're saying there's
Yes,
wide
there's a line.
and then there's
There's a
a
line.
line.
Yeah.
blend,
the
brother,
line.
blend. There are several videos on YouTube.
There was one that he was really dark. And I
Really
don't know
dark.
if they just the lighting or what, but he didn't it didn't look orange. It looked darker than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. Maybe it's a Photoshop
Could be.
picture.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? All righty. So listen, we did have. Let me just bring it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, since we're talking about it, this will be a good thing to to bring up. And this was a question from Sixes. There you go. And that is, when will I never hear Donald Trump's name again?
And don't we live for that? All of us live for that.
Absolutely.
When it's completely gone from our our daily existence.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that unfortunately, I don't know that we are ever actually going to stop talking about him.
It may be true
Right.
because it might be one of the funnest things that we look back and reminisce over the Trump years of destruction,
Yes.
the Trump destruction, and the reconstruction.
So
Yes.
I pulled some fun cards here. Oh, the next slide. First one I get is maybe, but probably not. And then I get not right now. And then I get faux show.
Well, Joe,
Yeah. And I get, and I know these are some strange cards, but I get, just release that idea of it right now. Just,
Follow his lead.
there isn't going to be any comfort right now.
Right.
But, and then finally, just let it the hell go.
Like he does.
Yeah, just like he does. We'll make our reality the Trump-less reality.
Right.
We'll
absolutely. When you get to heaven, you won't have to hear his name once you get to heaven.
That's pretty sad.
As long as we're down here, yes, we're still going to be hearing about him.
The final card that fell out.
Yes.
Surrender to it.
Because he's going to he really is going to be kind of the warning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The warning. So yes, and Linda Bishop, yes. There, you know what? I think that there will be t-shirts. In fact, maybe somebody out there can start doing it. I survived the Trump years.
I survived the Trump years.
No, we should have t-shirts for everyone in the United States who is able to wear it. I survived the Trump years.
Yes.
Well, it's been PTSD. So
yes.
Clarence says he doesn't eat or drink anything orange or brown.
Yes, you don't want to be reminded of it. It turns you off.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
It should be.
That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. The only exception are French fries with gravy. I'll eat French fries with gravy.
Well, now that you're mentioning that, a good stew and gravy. Yes, yeah.
And
so, did you watched? Cash Peters had a thing on today, and he said that they're all going crazy and that they're wondering how they're going to get through the next 3 weeks, but they have very dear plans of putting in JD. He's the one that they're trying to put in. So
and I think I did see that, and he said, he couldn't win now on his own because nobody likes him. Nobody likes him.
Nobody likes him. But if he pulls the 25th Amendment, like even before the inauguration,
exactly.
Totally.
But they won't get to exercise that plan.
Yeah,
because we're going to get out and vote.
That's right. That's right.
Vote and vote. Everyone else.
Yeah. And Maureen D'Amico says, I was watching Astrological Tarot tonight, and I'm absolutely terrified of some of the things she was predicting. I can't help it.
I try not to go there if at all possible. I try to really just stay on the
I'm with you, Allie, because it's better to imagine the world as you would like it.
Would like to see it. Yeah.
And so you're creating
being realistic, of course, but
you're creating from that
Hi,
what we use is our imagination to manifest. Imagination. So you create the world that you wish to see by imagining that. And that's the way I play it too.
Yep.
Here it is. Do it, you silly shit. Use your intuition.
Oh my God, I love that.
These are the shit happens cards.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think, and I've said this before, that Vance is the one that they really want because Vance Vance will do whatever he is told
like
to
a
do,
little
as long
puppet.
as the price is right.
Yep.
Hey, you want me to eat my firstborn? No
You want
problem.
you want his wife to say, "Oh yeah, these are just my kids, not his." Because
Yeah.
he's saying all over
Well,
the well, her
apparently,
kids, not his kids, her kids.
apparently, Colin Allred had a discussion with Ted Cruz last night,
Oh,
and a debate, and he started naming names of women who have had to leave Texas to get an abortion, of people that have died,
Yes.
and he said, and all of that is because he has voted to, that
Yeah.
it was okay, and it was well done. It was,
Yes,
and
I
I know
loved
some
it.
of you,
Yes.
Linda Bishop, I don't know if you saw it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
little bits of it, and
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And
Because
and especially when he was talking about, January 6th, what
Yeah.
was I doing on January 6th? I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I was doing. I was in here, and I was doing this and this and this, and I took off my jacket, and I called my wife, and I said, whatever happens, I love you, and da da da. And where was Cruz? He was hiding in a closet.
yes,
Mhm.
hiding in a
And
closet.
yeah, and Cruz
Yeah.
kind of like, no, I wasn't. And it was like, dude, you saw where?
He
You
knew
saw
what
her.
was going to happen, and he didn't want to get attacked, so he
Yeah.
hid in the closet. Let's just face it.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Or
Yeah.
go to Mexico, one or the other.
Yeah, and blame your
Well, yeah,
kids.
there is that too.
Yeah, if you're looking at the credibility scale, it's not working for you, Ted.
If there's a disaster in the state, he must go to Mexico because that's
Hey, at
he
least
doesn't
they got,
have to do
yeah,
that.
they got electricity there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right?
there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, and book, yes, yeah, we attract positive or negative, and united, yeah, we can change. Absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And that ain't no lie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wherever you put your intention, that's where the energy is going to go. So
And fair is not something that you want to be in because it's not bringing you what you want. It's bringing more fear. So that energy itself is just lacking in that the truth. The truth will remove any fear.
Mhm.
Just remember that. The truth will remove any fear.
That's true.
Yeah.
Amen.
absolutely. Well, listen, I know we're only 47 minutes in, but I have. If you ladies want to shut her down a little early, I'm totally okay with that because I want my friend Val to get rest and get back on. Yeah, on Las Vegas.
I got a lot of reading. I got a lot of reading to do, so it's fine with me.
I did an intuitive tarot reading today, and I had to slap my brain on and have 2 chai teas.
Yes,
get back in the flow. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
back in the flow.
It'll take a while. It'll take a while, but we will. Val and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
For messages for light workers. And
Story.
also tomorrow is kitchen table issues.
Yeah.
And at 5:30 p.m. on Colleen the Cool Crows channel, Colleen and Sherry are doing prayers for those that have been affected by the hurricanes and tragedies and so on. So yeah. You can look for that. You can see all that on my community tab. And now, before I let everyone go, what have you got going on your channel, Allie, that you want to let folks know?
I'm going to be on with Annette Dion tomorrow with my medium show also. And then I'm going to be on Boomer Mill with Michelle and Jonathan tomorrow night.
Yes.
I want you to know, Marina, that Anita King wants to know how to reach out either to you or Val. I don't know who's what sorry, simulcast that they are on.
That's okay.
But you can put in your email.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, come see me, everybody. Yeah.
That's not on mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's it. There you go.
Okay. There you go.
There you go, Anita. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. And now, Miss Val, as you're slowly getting,
I'm getting acclimated again to
yes,
to this side of the pond.
Mhm.
Pond. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be back, and I look forward to messages for lightworkers tomorrow. I've missed, of course, I've missed all of you tremendously,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it just makes you happy that you can come back to this community and all of my wonderful friends, because it really does. It's a
It does.
beautiful community, and it means a lot to me. So I'm happy to be
Absolutely.
here. Yeah.
And you were missed.
You are.
You were missed.
So cut it out, would you? Come on. now.
Okay.
While
need
you
you to
were
dance
gone,
with us.
yeah. While you were gone, we did a little poll, and everyone agreed you're not allowed to take holidays ever.
Okay.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, I'm being honest.
We're being bluntly truthful. We're not lying.
We're not lying. No. No, I mean it. We're not lying. No.
Yes.
No.
So, all right, everyone. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here. Don't forget, you have to like, share, and subscribe. Look into the membership. Check out our community tabs. That's where we will post basically what we're up to, when we're up to it, and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, check us out. Check in the About Me page or whatever on there. Yeah, that'll give you lots of information. Emails, websites, the whole 9 yards. So, ladies,
everybody. Yeah, thank
an
you.
absolute pleasure to do this. And we'll see you next week when Sherry will be our hostess.
Okay.
And for those of you that are still here with us, thank you. And we'll see you around. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Thanks,